my name is Brittany and welcome back to Barefooted Belle, my YouTube channel. Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm the only one here, no co-host today. But that is okay because I'm coming to you with things that you should pack in your Disney bag. So stay tuned. Okay, so you've bought all your Mickey merch, ready for your trip. You've bought all your Mickey ears. Now you're ready to pack your bag for the park day itself, and you're wondering, what do I need to bring? There's so many options that you could bring, and honestly, only you really know what you need to pack for yourself, depending on how many kids you're taking, if your kids still are in diapers, and so on. So we have been taking our kids to Disney since they were about 2 years old, and so that was of course the diaper stage. Our kids have grown out of the diaper stage, so our backpack has gotten a little smaller. So these are just some of the things that we take along in our backpack, and we actually usually take this backpack mainly because we bring some extra pair of clothes. We usually go during the off season, so that might mean jackets or ponchos, other things for a family of 4 fit in this a little easier than it fits in this. We also will take a packed lunch for our kids. So our kids think Lunchables are the greatest things on earth, which are great, and they help us save money while in the parks. But so we include that in the big backpack. So we pack a little lunch for them, and then we put it in this big backpack, which obviously Lunchables and all the other things I'm going to show you are not going to fit in here. So if that's something that you're considering, consider the bigger backpack. If not, you can do this, or you can do a fanny pack. Completely up to you. We are going to try smaller backpacks on our upcoming trip in about 2 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. But first things first, I am going to show you the things that we take and the things that we have found beneficial for us. So all of my things are over here, and the first most important thing when you're traveling to Walt Disney World in Florida are magic bands. So these are your magic bands that you can either buy there or you can pre-order. They range from about $14.99, and the newer magic bands go up to about $39.99, $49.99, depending on how fancy the kind of designs that you want on them. So the magic bands you are going to assign one magic band per person, but this is your entrance into the park after all of your park reservations and your bands are linked on your account. This will be what you strap to your arm and scan to get into the entrance. You can also scan it to pay at all of the restaurants. You can scan it to pay for your merch. You scan it to use all of your Fast Pass returns or your Genie Plus returns. And then you will also use this to get into your hotel rooms. So these are great to have and to be prepared and ready to go with. However, the thing that I really want to focus on are these magic band. They're like a belt, they're like a protector. So they basically, when you put your magic band on, it feels very loose, especially because we let our kids wear them, our magic bands, and I don't want them to lose their magic bands. So this belt goes around and holds it closed. Amazing, especially for kids. So the magic bands and the magic band belts. And I will also be linking Amazon, all of these products from my Amazon storefront in the description below. So there's everything that you see and that you would like to purchase. You can go to Amazon and purchase them through the link that I'll have below. So those are, let's see if I can put all of these into our little backpack and do a trial. So our magic bands. Okay, there we go. Okay, next thing, super important because you are going outside. You are going to Florida where there will be sun, most likely, but you're going to need sunscreen. This is a very large bottle of sunscreen. I would not be bringing this very large bottle of sunscreen in my bag. So I will either get a travel container and put that, and also my kids don't like lotion. I don't know if there's any other moms that can relate with me. Lotions are a no-go with my children. Spraying I can usually convince them to let me spray there some sunscreen. But when you're on the go, lotion's not super exciting. So some spray, and so sunscreen. The next thing that you are going to want to have will be water. Okay, you are going to need a refillable water bottle. Whether you want to bring one ginormous one, or if you want to bring 4 smaller ones, or however many bottles for your family, when it is refillable, you can go to any quick service restaurant at Disney and they will give you cold ice water for free. There are also going to be water fountains all over that you can refill them. One of the reasons that I love this specific water bottle, minus that it's Jurassic Park and we're talking about Disney, is this little holder right here, because the next item that we bring is this very large carabiner. And so what we do, our kids are a little older, but we still prefer to have a stroller, just because, I mean, you're at the park all day long, your kids are going to be tired, and so might as well have a stroller for them to sit down and relax while you're waiting for a parade, or while you're waiting for the rides or your food or whatever. But we use the carabiner to connect our water bottles onto the back of the stroller. The Disney strollers that we usually rent from have no storage on them. So you're going to be carrying everything, but if you are able to use this, connect it to your stroller, then you are able to hold all of your water bottles on there. So a large carabiner, a reusable water container, and one that can connect to your carabiner is just what we choose to do. This is obviously not going to fit in my backpack because it goes on the stroller. Okay, the next thing that is super important to have, of course, are snacks. And yes, you can take snacks into the park. It is fantastic. I like to bring snacks with protein, peanut butter, nuts, any of those kind of things. I do not bring any kind of sugar with us into the parks. No fruit snacks or whatever. Just personal preference. So whatever snacks are going to get your kids through the day, keep them healthy, keep the hanger away from the whole entire family, feel free to take some snacks. Okay, while we are on the line of snacks, we take these little extra baggies with us. You may be asking why. Well, these baggies in all the different sizes, bring a Ziploc, bring the smaller ones, are so that you can use it for all different things. You can use the bigger ones to keep wet clothing in. You can use the bigger ones to store any wet ponchos or wet items, and so keeping the rest of your bag nice and dry on the inside. But also, we like to purchase a lot of snacks while we are on the go at Disney, and we sometimes get so much that we can't finish them all. So if you're eating a churro and you don't want to throw the rest of your churro away but save it for a little later, put it in your little baggie. So there you go. Ziploc baggies for the food. Okay, you are also going to Florida and the weather is hot. Most of the time it is hot. So these cooling rags feel so good. They're so nice. All you have to do is get them soaking wet, cold water, and put it around your neck, tie it up as a headband, put it around, lay it down against your body like this. Whatever you need to do to just feel a little bit of cool, this is what we bring. So little cooling wraps. We also, and I don't have my item with me, but I will put it above me as I'm speaking right now, is we will bring a fan, and the fan that will go around my neck, and it is bladeless because I have long hair, my husband has long hair, and the worst thing you want to do is have your hair cut up in the blade fans of a fan. So the bladeless ones work fantastic, super wonderful for that Florida weather. Okay, so now we're back. Florida weather again, ponchos. These are the really, really cheap ones that you can get at Walmart or at Target or any other store. Any kind of ponchos work. Here is a little bit more of an expensive one on Amazon that is a little bigger and a little sturdier. I buy one poncho per person, and I also get a big enough poncho to cover up the stroller. That way when we're gone and aside of a ride queue, I can put it over the stroller and keep the stroller nice and dry. Or if we're running through the rain, my kids can get in behind the covered stroller and we can get to where we need to get some dry. I do want to say that the cheap ponchos will keep you dry. However, once you take them off, it becomes a very wet, sticky plastic mess. It's very hard to keep it all dry once you take it off and say you crumble it up and put it in your bag or crumble it up and do something. So the nicer the poncho you can get, something that has buttons, something that's a little bit more thicker, something that's vinyl. I will say a rain jacket would be really good, but you're gonna have to store it when it's not raining, and then how to keep your belongings dry with your rain jacket. And your rain jacket's not gonna keep your entire body dry. But a larger, spend a little bit more money on a poncho. If you know it's going to rain at Disney, just buy a nicer poncho. It's going to make your day smoother and drier, and it'll be great. Okay, we're down to my last few things. Medicine, headache medicine. I get headaches often, so I always take a little bit of medicine. However, you don't necessarily need to pack the medicine because Disney has a wonderful first aid center, and all you have to do is go in and say, look, I have a headache. Do you have any Tylenol, Advil, anything? And they will be able to give you over-the-counter medicine, as well as any of the hotels and any of the stores will sell it. So it's wonderful. Another thing that seems very obvious and these are my brand new sunglasses that I got for my upcoming trip because I wanted some polarized glasses. But of course, sunglasses. Sunglasses, it's as simple as that, guys. You need sunglasses. Okay, and the last thing, which is the most exciting thing, and when we go, we take a lot of pictures, which means that our phones die. So this is called the fuel rod. The amazing thing about a fuel rod is that once it is charged, it is super small, super portable. The cords are small, so you're not having to worry about a bundled up cord system going on inside your backpack. So you just plug it in, connect it to your phone, and it will go ahead and charge your phone. And they already come fully charged, so you're just ready to go. Now you're wondering, well, that's great, but now that's one extra thing that I'm going to have to charge. No, friends, no. This is what makes Fuel Rods amazing. Fuel Rods has a deal with Walt Disney World, and they have these fuel rod kiosks throughout the entire Disney parks. Whether you're inside the parks or Disney Springs, some of the hotels have them. You can go in and swap this for a fully charged one there. So you don't have to come and bring these back home to charge them like I used to do with my other charging devices. All I have to do is find a kiosk, and the Fuel Rod has a really easy to use app, but the Disney app will also show you where the kiosks are. But you just go on, you find out where the nearest kiosk is, you go ahead and you switch it out right there. That's incredible. I'm super excited to use these for the first time at Disney coming up. I have been using one that's a little bigger, and I have to bring my full cord, and it's just this tangled up mess inside of there. So I'm very, very excited to use that. Super small, super portable. There you go, ready to go. Now you are ready to go to Disney. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning into my video. I hope this was super helpful. You are ready to go, you are packed, ready to go. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any tips, or just want to say hi, comment below in the chat. I would love to talk back to you and respond to you. Also, don't forget to check out the description for all the links for the products that I mentioned. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe. Bye.